stream is satirical parody for entertainment purposes only. All characters, likenesses, and events, even if they look like real people, celebrities, or politicians, are completely fictional. Any similarity is coincidental and used for comedy and parody. Voices are impersonated. Poorly. Everything is fair use under U.S. law. Transformative satirical parody. No infringement intended. Not affiliated with or endorsed by anyone or anything real. No clips, screenshots, audio, or any part of this stream can be recorded, shared, uploaded, or used without the channel owner's prior written permission. Viewer discretion advised. Crude humor, strong language, and potentially offensive images. Everything here is fictional satire, not real beliefs of the channel owner, and protected by the First Amendment.
The following stream has been approved for absolutely no one and has been rated R for retarded. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
take your life with cocaine. But I am who I am, so I do what I can when I can, but I can really do a damn thing. So fine, this day, all your problems has gone away. But tomorrow, when you wake up, all your problems are back to stay. Your life again, turn it up with cocaine. And every time that you live, it's a time when you feel, and the only time you heal. Tell me what it is, and it will never be like this. A problem that we have in common, baby. Tell me what it is, it probably doesn't mean a piss. Yeah, rip my heart apart. Now it's too late, too late to live. Only heaven loves you now. So love it back for once, just once. Now it's too late to live. And my conscience killing me. So I'm in love, but I'm not free. And for all of you that can relate to this too. And for all of you that can relate to this too. White snow, I know you're on a place where you just can't go. But I hope you do remember, your snow doesn't warm you in December. You are in pain. Take your life with cocaine. But I am who I am, so I do what I can when I can, but I can really do a damn thing. Now it's too late to live. Only heaven loves you now. So love it back for once, just once. Now it's too late to live. And my conscience killing me. So
Hail to the brethren. Hail to the chat. Hail WarCampaign.
Hell, brothers, what is going on? Hail to the brethren. Hail to the chat. Hail to the motherfucking war campaign. Hail Winger, man. Hail Sci-Fi. Panboy. Tex. What is going on today, man? I don't know about y'all, but it is hot as fuck where I live. It's good to be inside. Yes, let's switch on over. We'll get started. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to take this Unreal Engine skeleton, and I'm going to rig it to another character. This character is our undisputed fucking Bloodsports champion of the internet, Panboy Lando Soy Child Dong Lover. Say that shit 3 times fast. Give you a look. These are not the colors. This is for me to be able to separate stuff, so I can click and choose different pieces. We'll get him rigged up on the skeleton, and then we'll throw him in the game. Hopefully it won't take too long. Yeah, it looks crazy, man. When you get to see the textures on it, how he actually looks, he looks pretty badass. I got him properly colored up, man. His cape's all fancy. I redid that little name tag, man. He's all spiced up pretty cool. Gotta move this shirt a little bit. Not. Well, the first things first is to go into the skeleton, and this is like a real quick way of doing this, because you can... This is the best way to get a character in the Unreal Engine and let it run in the engine. Is you just take their skeleton, weight paint it to your character, and you can drop it right in, and then you've got thousands of animations, and you got the whole Unreal library that your character works in. So anything that's Unreal skeleton, your character automatically works. So, not the funnest thing in the world to do, but could be worse. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm an idiot. Need to be in post mode. And all we're doing now is we're taking the Unreal Engine mannequin, and then we're going to align him with the pan character. And then mostly doing that by just grabbing the bones and either just moving them or rotating them pretty much till they get into place. And once everything's into place, reason. Got these unnecessary bones hanging out. Should be all that. It's a bunch of back and forth, back and forth. What I really should do is move him forward slightly. I'll cut a lot of crap out. Everything's lined up a little bit better, so that'll be so much more work. Well, I know one thing, this will be a lot more be doing a lot more justice to this character than what they did in modern Star Wars movies. It looks good. And it lined up pretty well. I gotta call it something so somebody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, it'll really look good once you see the textures on it, man. Like and plus, like the cape, I'm gonna put the cloth physics on there. So as he's running around, it'll react like an actual cape. Like there won't be any pre-baked animations or anything like that. It'll just be straight up reacting to the environment just like a real cape would. Yeah, I'm getting pretty lucky, man. This shit's lining up pretty solid without having to do too much. Yeah, the thing too is you don't really you want to try to adjust it from the biggest place possible. Like I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. I almost just moved the hand here when moving the whole arm actually is what needed to be done to position it right. Same thing here. I still need the hand to move some. His forearm's a little long than the Lando model, so I'm going to shrink it down. Dude, Disney anything is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, you say what you want about Walt himself, but it wouldn't be like that if he was around. Man, that's really nice. I might not even do. I might just hang with the automatic weights for today and just tighten them up some other time. This shit's really lining up pretty nice. I guess a little bit more detail is this gray little pyramid looking things is the skeleton, and that's what the engine uses. That's what actually like moves around and does everything, and the characters just kind of like painted on top of it and everything. And then each one of them has a, you could say like a percentage or a number or whatever that tells it how much it controls the area around it when it's moving. And that's what I'm doing now and placing this stuff. Some of it is fairly like accurate to a real human anatomy. Like when you get down to the fingers and stuff like that, you can see there's a individual bone for each segment and stuff like that. So we're getting, it's pretty good. As you can see, it's all lining up fairly well. I just got to bend them into place. And then be nice and easy. Hello, Ryan, brother. Got this damn Mega Man X music playing in. I'm doing like the most chill shit. Yeah, another thing too, when you're rigging bones, you don't really ever want them to be straight parallel. You always want to give them a slight tilt in whatever direction the bone bends in. See how that looks. This way. Yeah, at least the cool trick too is you only got to do this like once per side because the thing is asymmetrical. So once I do like I only have to do one arm and one leg, and then I'll mirror that over to the other side, and it'll automatically be done. And as of right now, not doing any facial animations and stuff like that. So there's no face rig. I've just got one bone for the entire head, and then maybe down the line we could throw a rig on the face, put some skeletons and put some facial animations. Always a little game of back and forth, back and forth. It'll work. Yeah, I definitely had my OBS jacked up last stream, man. I ended abruptly because, man, it was running at like 88, 89% my CPU. I thought I was gonna be a cool guy and stream everything at like super optimum, fucking 8K resolutions, 4Ks and 8Ks and shit. Turn on this. I can't imagine how this wireframe stuff looks to somebody that's not used to it, man, scrolling around, because, I mean, hell, I've been doing it for a while. Sometimes I get lost in them. And yeah, this is one of the crappy things. And this is like one of the things that everybody in the game industry is like, you know, please develop a software that takes this job. Nobody wants to be a rigger, you know. And that's like a funny joke around these parts being called a rigger, but that's actually what this job is called, to do this shit. Nobody wants to be a rigger. That might be good enough for now. Push up the legs. Yeah, text, man. It's weird, man, and it's kind of fun too. Like when you start doing this stuff, but it's like any other kind of industry, man. Like once you start like learning how the stuff is made, you know, you kind of look at it different. Like, yeah, you're playing games, you're like, oh, that's how they do this, and you know, damn, I wonder how the hell they did that. Like, shit, I know what it takes to get this done, and sometimes you kind of lose the ability to lose yourself. Should be good for that. I love it. So strange, wasn't it? take a look. I think we might be good to go. All this. Yeah, what I just did is I applied the bone pose to the new skeleton, or to the new mesh here. And we're just gonna weight paint them. I'm a skeleton weight. I have a problem here. There it is. Yeah. Right. And this is where we start getting a skeleton actually hooked up to the guy here. First thing we'll do. First thing we gotta do is mirror the bones. We'll flip them. Now we can go back out to here. This. Wait a minute, I do not want the cape. So let's make sure we hide the cape. Select everything. Select the mesh. Then the armature. Uh-oh. Really? Yeah. Let's make sure that we first let's remove the parent. Your parent. All right. See, there we go. Hell, Wiggle, what's up, brother? You see, this is what the automatic weight paint looks like. It just assigns it all to the nearest bone within a certain distance. And this is where the real unfun part comes, actually. When you have to go through and fix all that weight painting. Let's see. So we'll start with something easy here. We'll do this little name tag. Or it's communicator, I believe. Then the way the weight painting works is it works on a color scheme, and it's the colors tell it how much influence the bone has on the object itself. Where like blue is nothing, then it goes to green, then to yellow, and then to red, and then when you get red, it's 100%. Like whatever the bone does, that mesh will follow along 100%. We got everything good. I do not need symmetry for this thing. Yeah, since we're not getting too, I mean, it's not going to be too intricate weight painting, so it's, especially like this thing here, I'm just going to give it, assign it to a bone, and then whenever that bone moves, it'll move with it. So we should have it, we can paint it with the spine. Looks good. It's like, then you just got to go through and make sure any of the other bones have nothing on it. So these need to be all blued out. Right, the people that made the old Mega Man music were like, they're some of the best metal musicians in Japan, man. I think we're good. We don't have to go any further down. Clear on that. All right. Well, that'll be that. Let's see, what should we do next? We'll work on the shirt. There we go. That won't be such a pain in the ass. I'm always in front. Good. Make sure it's not touching any arms. Oh, I didn't get his hands at all. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. Perfect then. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. So far, so good. Not too bad. Couple little odd stuff here and there, but so far it's just fairly smooth sailing. I've actually got to come back in here with Sloshy and get him painted correctly. Cause I just threw the automatic paints on him and just threw him in the game just to see what he looked like in there. He's a little funky parts. Yeah. Guess we'll check that later. Make sure the legs. Looks good. Yeah. Do these underarms. Actual arms under the shirt. Are so good. Guess I will tighten up the hands a little bit. It looks pretty good. Only a little bit of spill over into the other fingers. I gotta say, that's pretty nice. Didn't have to do much of anything. I'm gonna jinx the shit out of myself if I keep talking positive. I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. Why didn't it put the fingernails in there? I'll never know. Yeah, I've been kind of keeping an eye on it, man. I was saying earlier how I had damn OBS was running like 88, 89. A CPU percentage, it's at like 2.3 right now. I had that thing so jacked up. Other fingernails real quick. A little bit. I don't know why I'm painting so freaking close. I'm pretty sure. For now. Guess now we'll do the head. And honestly, man, we're flying through this pretty good. Oh shit. Need to subtract, not add. Back a little bit. Give all the control to this bone for the head. We ain't too far from having them done, man. I think next I'll work on like character wise. We gotta put some of the opposing team in there, man. Can't just have a bunch of WarCampaign guys running around. Nothing to fire at. did this in the first place. Did all that stuff. Side here, make sure. Take a look from the inside. Damn, I forgot all about the damn mouth bag. Faster way to do this, but do it the faster way. Oh hell. Too bad. I'm gonna have to that gonna take the mouth bag with it? Perfect. I won't be able to get everything off of there properly. I have to float around inside the head. Headbone. Increase the size of the brush. Yeah, I'm happy to have this damn get this damn stream working properly, man. Kind of had me worried. I was like, what the hell's wrong with my PC, bro? Oh, this is affecting it, right? Oh, it is. I got a lot more than I thought. on that. All right, back out again. Back into the head. Pretty much do the same thing. Now with all this stuff. I think the damn. Check real quick. Oh. Alright, that's a whole separate mesh, so we're fine with this then. As far as I can tell, that should be pretty good for that. Move on to the next piece. Like there's a lot of it that's there's a lot of him that's set up for like later on. If we want to add the facial animations or something like that to the character, it's really only just going in here and just kind of adding a facial rig. He's got all the stuff he would need for the animations to work, besides the skeleton itself to move the mesh. Hey, what's up, student of God? Just painting Pan's skeleton into place, man, so we can put him in the game. Man, I don't know what. I hope I was painting that to the right fucking bone. I wasn't paying attention there. Looks like it. Alright. Could be all there is to that. Back out. Guess we'll do the mustache and hair now. Backwards. Good. Painting this hair cap for his head. I mean, that is one good thing about not having to worry about a facial rig skeleton right now, is I don't have to do any intricate weight painting for that. Just everything from the neck up goes to the head bone. That full 100% weight, full red. Like the only thing that really gives you peace of mind while doing this right here is knowing that as soon as you're done with this, you can drop it into the game engine. It's ready to go. We'll just have to assign the textures to him so he looks right. That'll only take a couple minutes at most. I didn't give him the proper naming convention. I'm not gonna sit here and make everybody sit through that. All right, yeah, what I'm doing is just making like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a parody meme first person shooter online. It's gonna be multiplayer. It's gonna have a lot of the has a lot of the same game modes that you're used to in like Call of Duty and things like that. You know, you got the capture the flag, defend the space, team deathmatch, like battle royale. There's like defend objectives or destroy objectives, things like that. And there's a cool little match in there too. It's a team versus team deathmatch, but you have dog tags. So like when your character dies, like a little dog tag pops up, and the kill doesn't count unless you collect the dog tag from the guy that you killed. But the person that you killed, his team can also grab his dog tag before you get it, so you won't get credit for the kill. Which it's a pretty cool little, nice little new take on some old stuff. Adds a little extra element of it. And there'll be a few maps, and I guess we'll like the theme of the game, like looks wise, you know, story, lore, or whatever the hell. It's all just making fun of Comicsgate, man. Just here for the lulz, dude. It's WarCampaign versus new CG, you know, the final tribunal. And before the stream is over, I'm gonna drop Pan's character into the game so you can kind of see what it looks like. It's still super early, and so a lot of the stuff you're gonna see is placeholders and default, you know, just default assets, starter assets, stuff like that, just holding the place till I get the custom stuff added to it. But yeah, it's well, I think the way it's set up right now is you don't have. Well, I probably could add that in because right now I think it would just spawn back like a regular team deathmatch. But yeah, maybe taking dog tag. So yeah, that would be actually kind of cool because then you could Well, I guess I don't know. It would kind of make the game. It would change the rules a little bit, I guess, or how the game would be played. Because if the only way to revive is to get your dog tags back by a teammate, and the other team got it, and you can't revive. So eventually, one team could wipe out a whole other team, and you're just sitting there chilling. I mean, I guess that could be the goal, is to wipe out the other team. You know what? Yeah, I guess you could, because if you know what, that's actually a pretty badass idea thinking about it. Because let's say I killed a couple of dudes and I got like, you know, a dog tag, 2 dog tags on me. If you shoot me, not only could you get my dog tag, but you could get your 2 teammates' dog tags back too. Yeah, so yeah. And I guess if you manage to kill an entire team and take all their dog tags, then you would I guess that would automatically end the match right there, and you'd be the automatic winner. But then otherwise, I guess there would be a timer, and I guess go by some points of holding the dog tags. Because right now it's just set up where you spawn back and you die, and it's just your death doesn't count for them as points unless they get your dog tag. But yeah, that's pretty interesting idea, man. I might have to make a whole new mode or something for that and make something. Yeah, no shit. I like that a lot, honestly. I think we got the hair caps and stuff done. Let's move on to the next part. Keep stuff down. Yeah, I haven't I got to finish up a couple things here and there, but I made a new little Discord, pretty much just for hanging out for this stuff, man. And like I have a voice chat room for anybody that wants to hang out on stream, you know, help me fill the dead air when I get too far into what I'm doing. Well, I mean, that's what the background music's here for too. But also, I'm gonna have some, you know, places in there for people if they have ideas, comments, um, yeah, anything they can think of about the game. And then later on, when I start putting out the some demos and stuff like that, it'd be a good spot. Drop in any kind of bug fixes and things like that. Anything somebody finds wrong. There's some more green in there. All good on that one. Did the teeth. We did the shirt. Just did this. We've done the eyelids. Did the face. We gotta do the hair. Be a fairly quick and easy one too. None of these lower bones are affecting it. None of them affecting it at all? Yeah, what the hell? Automatic weight paints automatically did jack shit on there. Yeah. Am I talking softly into the mic like some kind of late night R&B DJ, man? If I am, my bad. I just start focusing in on what I'm doing and I kind of not paying attention to. Cause I know I hate that, bro. I hate that when people are like whispering into the mic. And, like, man, I ain't coming here for that, brother. That looks good. Looks like Ronald McDonald right now. So I got the hair. Did do the arms. Did the name tag. This is what we got left. So we'll do this belt. I remember that thing was screwed up like crazy when I looked at it earlier. Pants. Shit, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, right. It is. And this thing is awkward as all hell, man. Wait, this thing automatically. See if we can. That. See how this works. Move them out. Still way too much. I just realized, like, I kept hearing that damn Capcom jingle. I was like, is this starting over? It's like, no, it's going to the next Mega Man game. I think it's, I don't know how many of those damn, it's playing the Mega Man X soundtracks right now. That's what we got going on. YouTube's pretty friendly about video game soundtracks. Especially when the video game came out before fucking YouTube did. Uh, for right now, it's gonna be Steam, pretty much. It's gonna be the best way to have it, to be able to play multiplayer online. Because otherwise, if it's not on some kind of platform, then somebody's gonna have to host a server when the game is played. I don't know about you, but there's too many weirdos out there for me to be putting my PC up as a server. A brown CBR is not the only master of MS Paint. There's plenty of dudes out there waiting for a fool to put a server on their personal PC at the house. Got a pain in the ass. Damn belt. Must be a real pain in the ass right here. The light. Yeah, the only I guess kind of finish up with the platform thing is the only thing about the Steam is it will cost money to put it up there. I mean, it's $100, but once you do it, it's done and bitch is up there. Shit. Been in CG since the beginning. Wasting $100 just seems like fucking pocket change to you. And I really should have probably posed the bones to do that belt. I'll end up coming back to it. I'll let it ride for now and see what happens. Guess we'll do these boots. I didn't check the arms on the belt either. I'll do that when I get back to it. Seems a bit much. Right out of here. Want that much red from that bone on there. Do that. Pain in the ass, huh? Yeah, pay attention to that. I want to get that onto the other foot. Probably gonna look goofy as shit until I go back and really fix it. I gotta move fucking different. That'd be a lot better if I came through and joined up some more of this model together into one piece. So weight painting wouldn't be so. That's probably what I end up having to do sometime later on. Just quickly join all the separate pieces back together as one. And then redo the weight painting one last final time. Old pants. Excessive. All that off of there. What's kind of nice too is you can always like if you do something you don't like too much and there is parts that you do like, you can always come back and just select parts of the skeleton and have that one be the only one that you apply the like automatic weights back to kind of reset it, try something different. Brush a little bigger. That roll, move that out. Shrink that some too this time. These out a little bit. Really hope this thing doesn't turn out to be a disaster because of these separate parts. Should be alright. Famous fucking last words, or should be. It's good. Smooth that out too. Right. A little bit off of here. and then do the front. I keep doing that. Start looking over them before I click the button, I guess. Lock that a little bit. Close it out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to come back and fix these seams in the mesh here like that. That's definitely gonna mess with the weight painting. Gotta go back and forth on this. I shouldn't do that. These ones out a little bit. Yeah, man, we're getting to the home stretch part of this weight painting stuff. It would go a whole hell of a lot faster if I'd have did this mesh a little better and prepped up for it. Or we didn't have to paint in the backside that it didn't do. If we can make it go a little faster at least. Same thing over here. Oh, it's just gotta be every time. I guess we just accept our fate. I have to do this for every damn one of them. All the weight painting. And this. Honestly, I know it's going to be need some work done to it later on. It's not too much of a point in trying to get it too damn perfect right now. Over here real quick. Smooth up. Same old shit till we get to the end of it. Get around the edges here. I guess. I gotta go through and make sure none of this other weird stuff is touching the pants that shouldn't be. Be good, but always gotta check it to be sure. Sometimes you don't pay attention, you might accidentally have a weight painted on the wrong spot, like a piece of the finger could be painted onto the pants. So you go to move the hand and his pants will move with his hand like it's got a string attached to it. Be pretty good to go. Put a couple of this stuff back on him real quick. See what happens when we start moving him around. Oh, is that horrible? Oh, I did forget to check the stupid belt on the arms. Yeah. Alright. No it too. Pants out of the way too. Yeah, this is what I was just talking about a minute ago. Yeah, bunch of the belt got rigged to the arm and the automatic weight paints. So when you move the arm, it moves those pieces of the belt along with it. Run through and check them all real quick. Back here. Man, everyone really got it good on this one. Yeah. I think we're good on the hand. I'm pretty sure I don't have to check them all. Try it again. How the fuck is it doing? All the way down at the hand level. The other side that bad? Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, there's like hiding from me and shit, man. You know what? I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I've been doing it like this all along. And now everything that's moving will move back into its proper position once I get to the bone that's controlling it and then get all the weight paint off of it. So crazy, man. I don't know how to catch this before. Okay, we might have gotten it all. That side. Looks good. I think we got it all. And we do the same thing on this side. That'll tighten this up. Go down the line just to make sure. It was the thumb that was giving us most of the problems. Same. It's usually the culprit, the thumb or the pinkies. Good on this too. We'll check on the pants and stuff, see how everything kind of moves around here. Horrible it is. Got a little bit of clipping through the pants there. So little things like that I'll come back and tighten up later on. It's pretty much doing the same thing I just did, but let me see if I can show you here what I was talking about earlier too. Is if you see in here how you could kind of see through everything that since it's been moving around. It's because those pieces of the mesh are separated. And let me see if I can show you real quick. Oh, no, I can't because it's going to do that. But yeah, well, I guess you can see these little dots here. All these dots are vertices, and that's where they're separated at. And it's pretty much just going through and selecting and merging them all together. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's real tedious sometimes, and I'm really wanting to get this dude up in there real quick. Part's not too bad. Yeah, yo, Alex, that is funny. For as irrelevant as people want to try to say Elasmat is, that dude digs up in their asses, man. He really sets them off. Actually, tonight, you know what? Give me a second here, and I'll do our feathered friend a solid. Tonight he's got one of his famous documentaries dropping, brand new one. This one's gonna be all about the Dungeoneers. The degeneracy that happens in the dungeon of a castle. Or perhaps the fucking lack of degeneracy. Guess you'll have to find out. Tuning in tonight. And I'd love to give you the damn trying to grab you guys a link to throw in the chat, man, for the premiere tonight. Here we go. Almost got it. Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't have it up yet? For premiere? Guess he does not have it scheduled yet. And I guess I should probably pay better attention to the damn tweets I retweet, huh, man? To turn into a Rob Casey, man. Just fucking randomly tweeting, liking shit, reposting. Damn, Elasmag, you know you make it real damn hard to link somebody to your video when you don't got it ready to go. I'll do this though. There is the link to his channel. If you guys want to go subscribe, click on the bell so you get the notification when that premiere goes live. Put there in the chat for everybody. Let's see here. Let's just mess with the shirt a little bit. See how it looks. Yeah, see, that's only got a couple stupid little things. You know, I guess I could fix that since it's not that big of a deal. Oh, get it, son. This one, and that should fix that. We're definitely gonna have to come back in and do some cleanup work on this mesh, man. It's a what the fuck? One hell of a oh, it's damn it. Rigged to the pants. Something else is not moving either. I think that's a fucking from that. What hell's breaking loose? Do this first, then we'll fix this stupid page. Going on there for a second. Fix that. I'll fix it on these. Out of the way. Oops, son of a. Put the shirt out here for now too. I think that's good for us. Here for now. Yeah, this mesh is a mess, man. What the fuck is that? Knock out this last little piece of the shirt here for now. Not 100% sure what the hell that is. But with that, I guess. Give me like 15, 20 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. All right, I guess let's check out the head real quick. Let's see how that looks. I said this stuff I'll come and we'll knock it out at another time. I'll do it off stream or something. Get these all tightened up. Pretty good, I guess. And man, I think we're at a satisfactory level to at least throw them in there and play around with them a little bit. Back over here. And I guess let's go over everything in my head real quick. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta do is cape. Cape. Go. Let me hide this skeleton. Not really too necessary. This is actually super quick and easy. All I have to do now is what I'm doing is I gotta add a skeleton for the Unreal Engine to recognize the cape. And then once we get in there, we'll just do a quick, super quick weight painting. I mean, that'll probably, I mean, that's, you're talking 20 seconds or whatever. I mean, super quick. We just got to paint the physics collisions onto the cape, and then it'll react to movement and wind and directions and everything like that. Going here to armature, we just need to put a single bone. Well, why the hell it put it way up there? That's ridiculous, huh? Oh, because it put it with the 3D cursor, huh? What a pain in the ass. Not a big deal. There. Actually, I'm going to get rid of it, put a new one in here. Go. Should pop in here the way I want it. It is, but damn, it is a super small bone. Damn it. Oh, looks like we made it out of the Mega Man. That means we've been going for about 2 hours, huh? Yeah. Stream's 2 hours, 20 minutes. This. Now we will do automatic weights, no big deal. They come in here and did it for us, perfect. Next, we apply all the transforms. So you can see everything goes to 0, the rotation, location, the scale at 1, everything else down to 0. It's pretty much just telling it that it's at the exact center of the world. And after that, we're just going to export this as an XBF, and the cape is done. That's all we gotta do for the stupid cape. Most of the work for the cape, actually, it gets done inside the Unreal Engine. Once you get past the modeling and all that. Setting up the export right now. Good. This. Back. Got everything with pan going back in there. You select everything. Oh shit. First thing I gotta do is make sure all the meshes are picked up, but not the armature. Almost forgot to apply all of our transforms. We gotta get everything zeroed out, or it'll come in crazy as all hell, man. Do this. Same thing, export it as an FBX. Settings are the same as last time. Should still be there from the last export. Always double check it though. -1, yep. I'd save this file here. And well, that is it for that. Like, the next step is to open up the Unreal editor, bring him in there, assign the skeleton to him, replace the 3 meshes of the character, and he's good to go. Sounds like a lot, but it's not really. A lot of clicking and dragging really is what it is at this point. But and we've been going for almost 2.5 hours. I'm gonna go on a short break here. So I will see you guys shortly after this break.
Nemo, the Dream Master. We tapped into your deepest, darkest nightmares.
Hold on, Eddie. I think we got something. This could be it. I'm getting snakes, wasps. Wow, look at this stuff. Big-lipped tadpoles. This kid's turned himself into a killer bait. These kids are strange.
Who dreamed up something so weird? You did.
This one's riding a purple lizard. Holy smoke!
Little Nemo, the Dream Master. For Nintendo by Capcom.
You're gonna make a game out of this?
Everybody's running to get thin ice. Take the tweezer in your hand and pick a marble from the stand. Go on thin ice. Go on thin ice. Quick, put your marble right on top and pass the tweezer before they drop. Go on thin ice. Thin ice from Pressman. It's cool.
Now, it's here. The excitement, the adventure of a new force at breakfast.
We'll call them C-3POs.
New C-3PO cereal from Kellogg's. Twin rings, hangs together. For 2 crunches in every 00. A delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. Now you can experience the taste of Kellogg's C-3PO. A crunchy new force at breakfast.
May the Force be with you.
Sidewinder, the twist behind her.
Try and catch me.
It's the big new Sidewinder cycle. Your parents put it together, and Sidewinder's got the stunt shifter.
Sidewinder.
With sure grip steering, super sleek styling, and a stunt shifter that can spin you into excitement.
Sidewinder. Twist behind her.
Sidewinder cycle with stunt shifter. New from Tonka.
When the cool night descends, Gotham City plunges into a world of bad dreams.
Who is Batman?
And once friendly faces are not what they seem. A world where only you can unravel the Riddler's rhymes. Give Two-Face a new face and wake the hero of Gotham City from his worst nightmare. With a new Batman Forever handheld game, a double dose of doom.
Fruit Corners Fruit Roll-Ups. Real fruit and fun rolled up in one.
You can peel them, you can poke them. Fruit corners. You can tear them, you can share them. Fruit roll-ups. You can rock them, you can roll them. You can really get to know them.
Fruit Corners Fruit Roll-Ups are the chewy snacks made with real fruit that you unroll, peel, and chew.
You can stretch them, you can chew them. Fruit corners. You can pass them, you can ooh them. Fruit roll-ups.
Fruit Corners Fruit Roll-Ups, now in great tasting grape.
America the Beautiful. Game Boy Color.
Into it.
Get into it.
Class, what animal do you think of when I say honey?
Frogs.
Frogs.
Because now I make honey smacks.
Diggum makes them honey smacking good.
You know a lot about honey, Diggum. What kind of grades did you get?
Bees.
Kellogg's honey smacks.
Part of this good-for-you breakfast.
Now you can enjoy a scrumptious Dairy Queen sundae free. Medium size in your favorite yummy flavor. The free coupons on specially marked packages of Honey Smacks.
Here comes Point Dread and the Talon Fighter, including adventure book and story record with sound effects. Action figure sold separately.
Let's hear He-Man and Skeletor on the Point Dread story.
I, Skeletor, will finally defeat He-Man!
I'll use the Talon Fighter to stop Skeletor.
In a flash, He-Man's hurled through space and time.
Surrender to the power of Point Dread's Talon Fighter.
You win, He-Man, but I'll be back!
Point Dread and the Talon Fighter with record and storybook. You have to put it together. Action figures sold separately from Mattel.
Oh, those little Keebler elves make uncommonly good cookies. They do it magically in a hollow tree. When making fudge stripe cookies, the elves lose lots of sleep.
Why? We make sure every stripe is straight and fudge is spread on deep.
Why all this close attention to details great and small?
We're careful because we know the Keebler name goes on them all.
In the Keebler hollow tree,
Where we make crackers and cookies uncommonly good.
It's the story of Beauty and the Beast, of Belle's bravery, her love for the Beast, and a race against time. And it's all in a handheld game. You can help Belle find her father, make friends with enchanted objects, and get past Gaston. If you can help Belle kiss the Beast before the last rose petal falls, he'll turn back into a prince, and you win. Disney's Beauty and the Beast, an electronic game new from Tiger, batteries not included.
My husband is about to eat a new candy. New super fruity bonkers. My son thought bonkers was gum. He knows it's candy now. Chewy fruity candy with this extra fruity inside. So super fruity when you eat bonkers fruit candy.
Bonkers. Bonks you out.
Some candy.
It's a jungle in there. Donkey Kong Country rated E for everyone on Game Boy Color.
Get into it.
party. Let's have a Play-Doh party. Yeah. A shooting star.
You can make all sorts of great things with a Play-Doh Fun Factory.
I made spaghetti.
And now you can get a Play-Doh Fun Flyer free when you buy Fun Factory in specially marked packages. It's lots of fun and little enough to take with you wherever you go while supplies last. The Play-Doh Fun Factory toy comes with everything you see here. From Kenner.
This is the new Frogger home video game, ReEdit. It's just like the arcade game. You have to hop Frogger past these cars and trucks, missed, and back home to his lily pad. The new Frogger home video game. Bring it back to your pad.
It's circus fun right in your bowl, and you're gonna want to come flying.
Oh, the music! There's a new marshmallow animal inside Circus Fun cereal.
What is it?
Does it roar? Yes!
Is it strong?
Yes!
Is it striped?
Yes! And it'll make Circus Fun an even more spectacular part of this complete breakfast.
Where's the new animal?
In Circus Fun cereal. Because now in horses and hoops, frogs and bears, elephants, lions, and...
Bedbug!
Hey, we've been discovered!
Catch us if you can.
Hey guys, better scram!
Bedbugs is the frantic catch and capture game where you pick a color, then scramble to catch the most bugs.
I win!
It came from the third dimension with its own brain, its own voice, its own legs. There's only one problem. It needs your eyes. Virtual Boy. See it now in 3D.
The Virtual Boy. That was a bad idea. Holy hell. Let's hope we don't have another Virtual Boy anytime soon. But real quick, let's set up the Unreal Engine. Get that opened up. And then from there, drop Pan in, get him playing. And then we'll go ahead and I'll redeem my last stream and we'll get that flag in the sky box working. I screwed with it a little bit off stream. See what was wrong. That was the most ridiculous thing that I had wrong with the flag is for some reason in my head I had it 90 degrees wrong. I kept thinking I needed to have the wind blowing to the back of the flag like you would like a sailboat or something. But what I needed was the wind to be parallel with it and actually blowing across it. And that's what really that was the main problem with the wind blowing. But then other than that, the mesh was backwards too. The faces were flipped around and so it was showing the wrong thing. Real pain in the butt. Here, let's switch over. We got the Unreal running. And it won't be as I got rid of all the glitchy stuff it does too. Before I had it sharing the I had it doing a video game capture is what I was using on OBS, and the problem was when I would go over something like a menu or something else like that, it would act real crazy. And it was kind of, I mean, if you saw the stream, you saw what it did. The picture would go into like, it would zoom into that little box right there, and then the whole rest of the screen would be empty. Pretty aggravating. See here, this is our, what you see here is the camera, the in-game camera. And out here is actually the world. You can see I actually, I put a skybox in already. We'll just use this one temporarily. I may or may not add the other one in this stream, but we'll definitely get the flag up there on the flagpole properly, so that'll look right. But, I guess first things first we'll do. We'll get pan in here. Let's go ahead and just make a new folder. WarCampaign Tribunal. Characters. Open it up. Pan here. Drop them in. Should be the proper skeleton. We'll find out shortly, won't we? So everything else should be the same. Invalid material. I think it'll be fine. Pick another folder in here. This will be for the textures. Look at it go. Fantastic. Man, those little messages rolled all the way up to my second screen. That was ridiculous. I didn't know it would do that. All right. As you can see here, these are all of the textures for pan. You can see some of the... I know some of it probably looks crazy. And you're like, what the hell even is that? I'll explain it a little bit later as we go through and put it together. Like what you see here, this is his arms. Arms and part of his neck. Is when you the character kind of gets unwrapped. Like if you put a seam down your arm and then like unwrapped your skin and laid it out flat. That's how it would lay out. And then I should have showed you guys that when we were in the blender. Might be a little easier to explain it with the cape. Here's what his cape looks like. This is the back of the cape. This is the inside of the cape. And this is the collar and stuff. And pretty much the way it works is like if you... Well, when we were in Blender and you saw the wireframe, down those wireframes, it gets cut. You know, we cut out the back of the cape and gets painted here. And then we cut out the front of the cape and it goes, you know, it gets painted here with this. It's a little bit easier to explain it when I got the model open in the proper Blender. And a couple, I guess we'll go see which one of these looks good here. Really don't have much going on for normal maps. Guess a shirt has a little something. But this is a real bad example. Usually you'll see like tons of different shades of colors. And what it is it fakes the lighting. It tells it, kind of tells it where like where there should be shadow, where there should be highlights. It fakes like the height and stuff like that, where you can have a completely flat shirt, but it looks like it's got big folds and wrinkles in it, and the light will react to it properly because it reads the colors off that map. This one here is another crazy map. This is the hands. You can kind of see the hands. You can see the fingernails, the hands, the bottom of the hands and stuff. This is actually 3 of them in one. It's the, yeah, I should be putting these materials together while I'm doing this. That one is 3 maps in one. It gives you it has the color to it. It has the roughness, and roughness tells it how shiny it's supposed to be or how matte it's supposed to be. And that's a grayscale, and it's between black and white. And then the same thing with the third map in there is the metallic one, which pretty much tells it if it's metal or not metal. We're in the arms, so we gotta grab all 3 of these, drop them in here. Normal map, I'm gonna go ahead and plug, I'm not gonna plug them in. We don't need them, and it's kind of defeats the purpose of hand painting these textures by using the normal map. When we're hand painting the textures in, we're faking the light, so it doesn't need light. There we go, that's one. We got to do that for all of these here. If you look over here on the left, this ball, you could change the shapes and put different meshes and stuff like that in there. But what it does is it tells you what your material looks like, which is what we're doing now. These are called textures, and then you put them all together into this, and then what it outputs is the material. Like we were saying before, like this one here, this is his belt. And this is the, let's bring it up real quick. This is his belt. It's got that sweet gold hail for a belt buckle. But this is the base color. They also call it albedo or diffuse map. It's just the colors, pure colors. And you can see there's shading and like grime and dirt and wear and tear, stuff like that. Oh yeah, everything's painted into it. And then this is call it the ORM because it stands for ambient occlusion, roughness, and metallic. Oh, I forgot to say that. To save space, we put all of this onto one image. But the image, it's actually 3 images, and it's divided amongst the RGB channels. And we have the ambient occlusion is on the red channel, and what that is it tells it like what should be, like what is always in shadow and what is always in light. So as you see this, all that stuff that's in black, no matter where the light hits, as you can see over here, it's still in shadow. So like this is stuff like super far into the creases of clothing, under your neck, things like that, like inside the ears, under the nose, a lot of times, stuff like that. And basically, holy shit, Chris Williams in it up. Yeah, there we go. And this is actually what it looks like. And I think the roughness might be working backwards, so. Yeah, I'll have to come back and do that too. Shoot. I wonder if the metallic is all screwed. Seems to be fine. Maybe for now we'll just hook up the AOs and the base color is what we'll do for now. Boots. We'll start rocking through the rest of this a little bit faster here. That in here. 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 There's his boots. Nice thing about it is you only gotta do this once. And since it automatically applies it to the character because he has the materials. Materials are already applied to him. So once we fix the stuff in here, we don't have to do anything to him. Where we at? Eyelids. Save it. Eyes. Correct here. See, that's correct. I wonder if I'm just stupid about it. That looks like it's supposed to. I'm curious about the rest of this shit. Damn it. Let's just hook it up, man. What the hell? Worst comes to worst, we just have to come in and flip it. There's so many different programs that do so many different things that link up with each other, man. It gets hard to remember what does what, because like I said, the roughness map it's a grayscale map, and depending on how white or how black the object is in the image, tells it how shiny or how dull it's supposed to be. And not all the programs, nobody sees eye to eye completely, man. Like some of them, complete black is super shiny, and some of them, complete white is the super shiny. So it's sometimes you'll get it and it'll actually be reverse of what you would need it to be. Come on, grab the other one. His face in there. Just a couple more to do. This is just a hair vice. This is kind of a cool part because you get to see the character come together, come to life. See what they're gonna look like. We're almost there. Just a few more materials away. And then I'll go swap him out with one of the placeholder characters. He'll be fully playable. Oh. Yeah, the name tag's pretty well. I guess it's a communicator on Lando, but I kind of just turned it into like a name tag type of, like a pin on his chest. What is this? Just a normal map. Oh, huh? Oops. We're getting there. We're getting there. One more time. There we go. One more after this one. Honestly, I didn't even do anything to the teeth. Because right now there's, like I said, there's no facial animation, so he's not going to be opening his mouth or anything. So they're actually just grayscale. There's no like color to them at all. Go. Last material. There you go, man. Oops. That's what he looks like without his cape. Got his sweet ass tail belt. Zoom in on his, as you can see, it's nice gold. Have memes, Will Troll, WarCampaign, Internet Blood Sports Champion. If you know what old Western TV show that's based off of, man, we might be best friends. But yeah, there's your boy fucking Pan, man. Look at him. So let's get that cape in here. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna throw that into its own folder just to everything nice and neat. Drop the cape in here. And make sure it imports the skeleton. There we go. Import skeletal meshes are already checked. Okay, perfect. And geometry and skin weights, yes. Just gotta drop the texture straight in here to this folder. I don't really think it needs its own. Grab them, drag them, drop them. Need to be clicking on. That, do the cape. Need that and that. Same thing as we did before with the body. Ambient occlusion, roughness, and metallic, and the base color. Alright. We want to see what the cape looks like real quick. That's what it looks like. And we'll go around to the back of it. The back of the cape. I know it. Since we're here, we'll go ahead and do this real quick. Coincidence, vertices. Uh-oh. We got a problem with the cape. We're gonna have to fix that cape. I'm gonna have. I don't know how much of a pain in the butt that'll be. Well, maybe we'll worry about that later. All right. We will put him in here. It automatically brings in all of his materials already set up to the right spots. Compile that. Go over here. Bring it to the viewport. And we just got to drop them into here. And into here. That should be that for a pan. He should be in the game and ready to go. So I guess, what the hell? Let's test them out. Oh, we're already in the menu. Let's give it a shot. All right. I might have to go back and change something in the menu so he shows up here. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tex knows what's up, man. Yeah, that's one of the most badass Western shows of all time, man. Paladin. What's cool too is it shows you that a lot of times in Westerns, man, they show you like the wild, wild West where it's like, you know, it's like the damn outback. You know, you looks like there's no civilization, like you're out there like the damn Oregon Trail or whatever, but places like San Francisco and over in New York and things like that, like they have fucking electricity and hotels and the telegrams and shit like that, sending wires and everything. This should appear as pan. I didn't change it in the blueprints for the menu right just yet, but when we start the game, he should be the character that we are. So let's see what happens. Just gonna use the regular loadout. It might take it a second to load up because this is the first time today that ran the game. These motherfuckers are starting without me, man. Alright. He's in here. Pan is in. Oh, shit. I gotta fix that, huh? Holy hell. He fucking ate up, bro. Holy shit, look at that. That's crazy. Why did that happen? Come on, Slashy, you son of a bitch. My eyes are fucked up. I can't handle that. The fuck away, bro. Dude, this thing is jacked the fuck up. Holy shit. Man, is the eyeball still? God damn, that's crazy. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Look at those fucking eyeballs. I gotta go back. Yeah, that was something I didn't mention before, man. Even though it's like mainly a first-person shooter, I do have the camera set to where you can swap it to third person if you prefer to play this way. Motherfuckers. Got a team full of sloshies, bro. Can I? Oh, shit. I kill my own dudes. Man, you do shit and then you forget that you did it. Damn, bro. I murdered my own sloshy friend. Awesome. Holy shit, that's pretty funny. They chuck a grenade at these assholes one time. Yeah. Sloshy, you better get the fuck out of the way, bro. Friendly fire. That is fucking terrifying, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, Sloshy, you sorry bitch. Alright, let's get out of here. Holy shit, that was wild, man. Yeah, like I was saying, I gotta go in there and I gotta merge all those meshes together. That's why it's doing that. It's because there's so many separate little pieces that are just acting wild as all hell. That's a lot of fun, right? Shit goes crazy. Where's the flag at? Props. Should have known. Wood skull metal fabric. Shit, I might have screwed up and not have the fabric for the pole part here. Oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, dude, Wild Wild West, the Rifleman, Bonanza, Rawhide, Gunsmoke. Yeah. Dude, I love the Rawhide, man. That shit. I used to love that theme song, man. Like I loved it. I'll never forget, that was one of my childhood embarrassing moments, man. I was in the living room singing that thing to the top of my lungs, and my aunt came in and saw me acting a fool. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and tighten up this. This flag is all right. Pole looks good. Oh yeah, see, let's get this. Do I not have the normal map for the skull? No, only for the metal. Alright, yeah. Okay. I don't really need it anyways. Like I said, everything's hand-painted texture, so really having a normal map is really pointless. Let's go in here and do this real quick. Yeah, man, I love that Rawhide song. But I love that old like spaghetti western music and shit like that, man. Like that stuff's fantastic, bro. You can just put it on in the background. Actually, I think for a future stream, that's something I might do is I'll grab a nice playlist of just spaghetti western music, man. Maybe go grab a bunch of like soundtracks or something like that from some of the old movies. All this stuff looks good here. Let's go ahead and drag the new flag in. Got its own skeleton and that import. Oh, you know what? I do have the flagpole flag base color. Yep, that's what we need. That goes to the right here. Yeah, a little funny thing about Bonanza, man, is my dad loved that show. Some odd years ago, I remember he was like, "Man, I wish I could find an old episode." He was describing it to me, and I found it on YouTube. You can still watch it to this day, but it's like a circus or something had come to town, and was it Haas, man? Haas, the big brother, you know, like the big old goofball. He thought he saw a fucking leprechaun out in the woods, but it was like a midget from the circus in town and shit. Like, dude, it's a fucking hilarious episode. Especially like when you think about it in conjunction with all the rest of the episodes, man. It was it was kind of out of place in a way, man. Almost like how a holiday special is kind of its own thing. It was almost kind of like its own episode. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely the good, the bad, the ugly. All those. Was it the Man with No Name trilogy? Yeah, all that shit's fantastic, man. Well, like that's a funny thing too. Is a lot of people say spaghetti western, and they're like they don't doesn't occur to them that it's called a spaghetti western because those shits were made in Italy, or made by Italian directors and stuff like that. What are we doing? Fabric. Gotta drop this on there for now, and that's good for that. That's just that little piece of fabric that's on the pole right here. See now that that's colored in properly. Now, if everything was done properly, which it should have been, I'm gonna drag this stupid stuff in there. And it goes onto the flag. It should look right. Problem I had last time with the image on the flag was I had the UVs flip, and the UV is kind of like the map that tells it where to go. Like you could kind of scroll in any more than that. Yeah, it won't let me scroll in any more than that. You can see like this is the front of the flag, this is the back of the flag, and what happened was the UV map was flip-flopped, and it was telling it that this was the back and then this was the front, and then on top of that it was inside out. So like not only was the front on the back, but it was projecting to the inside of the flag and not the outside. How the hell it got into that predicament, I'll never know. Got 61 things to save. Let's save them before this thing crashes on me. Here we go. Yeah, Sergio Leone, he's the man, dude. A lot of that stuff, man, I don't know. I didn't really like westerns and stuff like that when I was younger. It was something I got into when I got older. Yeah. I was a typical 80s dude, man. 80s, 90s, all about the ninjas, samurais, shit like that. Which is funny because apparently in Japan, they're all about the cowboy shit. The way we love ninjas and samurais, they love the cowboys. And it kind of occurred to me later on in life, like, the way that, like, England has the medieval knights and shit, and Japan has the samurais, so on and so forth. Like, America hasn't been here that long, so the closest thing we've got to like an old school folklore type warrior is the cowboy. Like, the cowboy is the American version of the samurai or the medieval knight, Hell, man, since we're talking about cowboy stuff, but like at least in the modern day age, man, if you've never watched the series Deadwood, I ain't a dude that goes around like, you've got to watch this, man. Like, I can't believe you haven't seen. But honestly, if you have any kind of inkling for westerns, man, gotta watch Deadwood. And honestly, it's such a great show that even if you're not a huge fan of westerns, man, it's gonna pull you in. I like it a lot too because it seems, to me, it feels way more realistic and closer to how it would have been back then than most of this other stuff that you see. All right. Well, let me deactivate this real quick. You can see we did get the stupid flag in here. It is working properly. It's facing the correct way. The only thing left to do is now we're going to paint the weights. And after we do this, it'll practically be done. Whoops. Pain in the ass. Oh my god, if it does that one more time. See what we got there. Oh, the way this works with the weight painting on the physics is white is 100%, black, completely black is 0, and this pink means that it's been told nothing. So it's the same thing as 0, but it's actually, I guess you could say it's less than 0 because it has no information at all. So at least the black is telling it 0. See, I don't want it to really touch too much past there because that's where it hooks onto the pole. I want that to be fairly still. Oh, that just smoothed it right into fucking white. What an idiot I am, huh? Where is my, here we go, paint value. Do this. I have to bring that back a little bit. Damn. Let's turn the strength down on this bad boy song, man. Well, it's already down to 0.2. Actually, that looks pretty good. Yeah, Western was something I didn't much get into until I got a little older, but yeah, like ninjas, knights, all that old stuff, man. I used to love like Greek mythology. I was huge on that when I was a kid, man. And like old like super old fairy tales, I guess you could call them. I don't like the grim, like the real grim fairy tales and things like that. Like I talked to Dan Marshall a lot about it before. Like my grandmother had some super old books, and actually not too long ago I went online and tried to look them up just to like see if I could see her like what those books were, where they came from, how old they were, and things like that. Some of those books my grandmother had were super freaking old, man. Like there was one of them that was like a late 1800s book of fairy tales that I had got to read when I was a kid, and it had like the original, like real deal versions of the fairy tales. Like it wasn't the Disney. It was before, this was, before the Disney stuff was made at all. Way before the 1930s, and so it's way before that. Everything was babyfied by Disney. Which, if you know any of the old fairy tales, like the true fairy tale versions of like Sleeping Beauty and Snow White and Thumbelina, Rumpelstiltskin, things like that, man, it's way different story than, like, one of my favorite ones is Jack the Giant Killer, like the real Jack the Giant Killer. That dude was that guy was badass, man. Like that's the kind of hero to, people, they don't make those kind of heroes like that in stories anymore, man. Like now the dude's a dumbass, he stumbles across a win, where like Jack the Giant Killer was ruthless, man. Sometimes he would trap the giants and he would mock them and fuck with them before he would kill them, and outsmarted him. You know what I mean? And I did some research on him too, and it turns out that some of the Jack the Giant Killer tales were actually older tales of like King Arthur, things like that. Of like his Knights of the Round Table and shit, that they just kind of like. Not too important tales. People, the ones that were super famous, they got kind of put off onto him. Like some of the giants that he killed, you could actually go back in time and kind of find where that originated as like a quest of King Arthur or something he did in like his younger days and stuff like that. I love all that old shit, man. Like it's one of those things too. It's like when I see those movies, like, what do you call it? Like the Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe, shit like that, man. Like, dude, if I jumped into a damn wardrobe and went to a fucking fantastical place, goodbye. You know, like, I ain't coming back, man. Sorry. You know, I love you. I miss you. But ain't no way. No way, bro. Whoa, this thing should not be that damn glossy. Holy hell. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock that out. That's because of this shit. Just get rid of it. Why the hell don't I see the... Be good. Backwards again. No. Where the hell's the freaking flag at? So. See how that is. Oh, it needs to go back down. There we go. That ain't bad. See, this is what it'll look like in the main menu. Go ahead and save everything real quick. And we'll give it a play. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, like about stuff being temporary, like this background's temporary. All these little stuff, like what it says, what's in there, it'll be changed out. I'll redo these buttons. You know, I'll give it a nice. I'll theme it all together. Something similar to like this here. It's kind of like the idea I have for the buttons. Then same thing over here, like in the loadouts. Like we'll have better weapons. You know. And I don't think I showed you guys that before. As the weapons, you could really, I mean, you could really customize your loadout. I mean, it's pretty in depth. Like your primary weapons you could choose from, and then once you choose that, you have these attachments you could add to it. Then we got like different skins that'll be available for the weapons, and a lot of this stuff you kind of see it right now, but you won't see it when the game first pops up, because it'll like some of it'll be locked behind like that. That's what this is right here. This is actually be like your player name, your level, and then as you you know, you get experience points, stuff like that. If you come back over here, you can see the challenges. You know, win 2 games, kill 10 enemies, kill 15 enemies with the SMG. Apparently, I've done 0 of that. But by doing this, you'll gain experience. You'll go up at levels, and then that'll do it. Like it'll unlock things for you, like in here in the field upgrades. Over here in your loadouts, you'll be able to. Yeah, it'll give you more weapons in your loadout to choose from. I'm actually going to add a second spot for a second lethal, so you can have 2 different style things. Because there's other weapons here. Like right now, I got the claymore, I got the grenade, which is a frag grenade. I'm going to put like an incendiary one in there. Put a smoke grenade in there. I'm going to put like a flashbang, kind of, you know, makes that high pitched noise, makes screen go white for whoever it hits. But right now, it's pretty basic. It's just a lot of placeholder stuff. Like I do got some, man, I got some cool shit coming though. Like for the pistol, I got a WarCampaign Warhammer style bolter. Looks badass. I got a I got a WarCampaign Space Marine style like chainsaw power sword. Could use that for put that in one of the melees. Let's go over here to operator. Oh shit, we forgot to do the collision, so it's blowing on the wrong side. Let's go do that real quick. This physics capsule here, this tells it like where it can go. So the fact that it was inside of it means it couldn't really go too much of anywhere. What we're going to do here is I'm going to try to scale it down and make it more like the pole that it's going across, that's going across the top. Then we'll add a second one in, and we'll put that one across the bottom, or put it perpendicular. All right. That's the smallest go. Let me get that one. Always come back later on and put in some nice custom collisions with the pole. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like with just the one at the top. Yeah, it's blowing through the pole like I thought it would. But you can see up here where I painted the weights, and then the capsule coming with it. Let's go ahead and get that finished off properly. What? We'll let that roll. Maybe what we'll do is we'll come over here. Oh, there we go. Let's give it. I guess I don't have to make it too goddamn. Oh, I gotta make it better than that. That's a little. Let's check that out. Maybe that'll work. It might look too messed up when it goes backwards into it. Damn thing is really aggravating, man. Back in here on that. There we go. Does not work if you do not hit the apply button. And what the fuck is wrong with that? Man, this flag has become a real pain in the ass. What the fuck? That's ridiculous. That is a thing that should not be. Is that big ass thing? Holy hell. This bad boy down here. Let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna extend that. Just gonna do it both ways, huh? How this works. And it is just ignoring everything. Wonder if we just go ahead and let's try that. Is that what it was? It was another one of those had the wind pointing in the wrong direction shits, man. The fact that that's corners are catching like that. Let's check that out. This. Yep. Makes sense. Catch it all with the paint. Now let's check it out one last time. Man, that thing is still caught over there. I think that might be that. Should be painting straight through it, so I mean I shouldn't really have to come do all this. All right. Let's check it one more time again, man. That's fucking crazy that that's happening. It's like that one little point right here is stuck on something. And for some reason, it's not catching the... You know what? I wonder... Have anything to do with it? Is this stuck in there? Still looks like it's stuck right there. Oh, this is just gonna fill each polygon. Man, you know what? The only thing I could think of, son of a bitch, why that corner is not picking that up, would be when I painted the weight. I might have missed it in Blender. That might be what's causing the problem there. We'll check that in 1 second. There's something I want to do. Operator list here. All right. Alpha 1, team Alpha 2, default. This should fix us with the pan on the menu. There we go. His fucking eyes are crazy, bro. Holy shit. There we go, man. So there's a little bit of proof of concept for the day. Got Pan in the game, even though he's wonky as hell looking there. We gotta fix his cape. Oh, look, our flag's working right finally. I don't know why, all of a sudden. Dude, that's like the oldest meme in video game development is. It's just the same picture with 2 different words, man. Like, it doesn't work. Why? Or it's working. Why? There we go, man. We got the flag in here working. We got a cool little skybox going. Got Pan in here to a certain extent. I mean, we really got to fix that mesh. That thing looks like a damn box of French fries. That honestly won't be too bad. I'll do stuff like that off stream, so you don't have to go through that. So this mesh isn't mine, so I didn't create it from scratch. So I kind of tried to rush putting them in the game so we could get a look at them. Get them in there, just get a little something going. Same thing with Sloshy. Sloshy's actually, I made Sloshy, but I didn't paint his weights. I just did the auto paint and threw him in here. But he's a character that, like, the weight painting on him is super, super simple because he's not made out of flesh. So he doesn't have these like bendy, flexible parts that move, you know, with each other. It doesn't have the tendons, ligaments, and muscles, that skin that stretches. You know, it's all pipes and metal. So it's a super fast, super easy thing to paint in there. And like, you know, his arm, this shoulder piece, this elbow, this forearm. As you can see, it's kind of painted to go along with the fleshy type forearm. That's why it's all bent and weird. Same thing with his body. And I'll add a little physics bone for his lever here, so we'll have that bounce as he's running. That'll bounce around. But yeah, hell, got Sloshy, got Pan, got default guy that needs to get rid of. Then we'll add more spaces for some more characters because we got more people to come. Yeah, it seems everything's running good, man. So we can start doing a lot more of these streams, get a lot more of the game done, really concentrate, really focus, really do it right the first time instead of coming in here pissing around and doing these spaghetti plate looking models, man. We'll pop them in here the right way the first time. But yeah, kind of excited, man. I think I'm gonna think later on tonight, sometime before I crash out, I think I'll come back and do some, well, not on stream, but I'll come back, I'll get the cape done, and I'll work on, maybe I'll fix his mesh or something like that. And I don't know, next stream we'll figure out something to do. Something entertaining, man. Maybe we'll build out this main menu a little more or something. Or maybe we'll add another character. I've got tons of characters we need to add in here. And let me see, who could we put in here? I think I'm gonna do one more WarCampaign guy just to fill up this third spot, just to get it filled up, and then we'll start working on the new CG side. Start getting those characters done. But I got, trying to think which models I have closest to ready for the game. I'd say it's a toss-up between, honestly, it's a toss-up. We could go either, we could do the LRJ, get his raptor ass in here, or we could do the wiggle, man. I got a good wiggle. The only thing about the wiggle is it's gonna be a little bit longer on the coloring because I gotta paint all that fur on his ass, man. Or I could, well, I don't really want to do that. I'm kind of tired of doing this half-ass throwing it in for now shit. I want to get the things done properly right the first time, put it in there and be done with it. And I think that's how we'll go about it. So maybe we'll do the LRJ model next, and or the wiggle. Maybe we'll do 4 before we start working on the other ones, man, because I really do like the fucking wiggle model. Looks awesome, man. So does the LRJ. They both look, I want them both in here. So unless there's a reason not to, we'll do both of those characters and then start working on the opponents, things like that. It's basically things like that. Fucking A. Yeah, man, we're rocking and rolling. I guess this will really start taking off like a snowball. The more we get it going, the easier it'll just keep rolling downhill a little faster, and then eventually we'll have this whole damn thing done. It'll start, like I said, it'll start snowballing. We'll get more things put in a whole hell of a lot faster. But hell, man, I guess for right now, we're gonna call it a day. Maybe might come back late tonight, might not. But I'll definitely let you guys know what's up. I appreciate everybody that showed up, stopped by, everybody that held in the chat. Appreciate any of the likes, any new subscribers. Yeah, we're definitely going to get this damn thing done, man. Honestly, I would love to have it done by October. That'd be fucking fantastic. Have it ready to go. Honestly, I'm not that far off. I mean, besides doing this stuff with the characters and a little bit of level modeling, things like that. I mean, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's all about how much time I have available to dedicate to it. But what the hell, man? Guess enough of my goofy ass rambling on about all this. Like I said, I'll see you guys next stream, man. Hail to the brethren. Hail to the chat. Hail to the motherfucking war campaign.
I'm not going there to die. I'm going to find out if I'm